Hello again, health students. This video is going to cover the introduction slide of your diseases project. As you were shown in the first video, we basically go into the preset text box and just change the text that is there. For my COVID-19 project, I found a very interesting statistic and I converted that into something that would be easy to understand, but also a little bit shocking. So when we went back to this video about how to start with shocking the audience, and I'm going to use ask a question, I'm going to combine those two things to make my interesting statistic. So I go into the box. I'm going to leave it right now in bullet point form while I just type in my first sentence. At this point, it's pretty clear that a 28-point font is going to be quite large. The project checklist tells me I need to keep things at least at 20, so I'm going to highlight this and change it to 20 to start so that I can give myself some space to work. You can also adjust this text box to move your title up, and then when you highlight the whole box, you can drag it up further so that you know you'll have more space down here. I'm going to go ahead and open this box up some more so that I know I have plenty of space to type the rest of my introductory paragraph. Oops, let's make that a question. The next thing I have to type in my paragraph is a description of the disease and disorder. I am currently going to use the World Health Organization website as my reputable website for information about COVID-19. After looking at COVID-19, I have a couple of interesting things that I want to type in to describe my disease or disorder. Once I've typed that part of my paragraph, the next thing I'm supposed to talk about is what subtopics I will cover. And essentially, you are just going to use the template to make a sentence about the following topics. Alright, so I've currently got everything typed for my paragraph, and I'm ready to clean this little space up. Since it is in paragraph form, we want to get rid of the bullet points, so we just delete or backspace. We don't need introductory paragraph because that is just for your knowledge as you prepare to do your project. It's to remind you this is a paragraph. So I'm just going to put this in paragraph form. And paragraph form is a piece of the checklist and we don't need that anymore. And so my text fits pretty well on here. I'm going to move the top of the box down a little bit so that there's some spacing between introduction and this box. As we did before, I'm going to highlight the text and make it the regular black so it's easy to see. Now I just need to add my graphic and I'll be all set. Actually, 2 graphics for your introduction paragraph. So I'm going to lose the box for now. And if you want to see a picture that you're not sure about, just click it. It'll make a bigger version. And you can say, oh, I don't need that right now, but I might use it later. But it will just help you decide if that's something that is pertinent to what you're working on. So for the purposes of just completing my introduction slide, I'm going to simply pick some of the photos that popped up first. But it's recommended that you actually do look for really interesting pictures, if possible, that make your slide stand out a little bit. And also, with this one being a paragraph and it took up most of the slide, I probably don't have a lot of space anyway. But some of these are interesting looking, so I would like to pick. We're going to try this one. And all you got to do is make sure you are outside of these text boxes. And I'm just going to move this over here. Take it there. Again, I can slide this text box down some more so that it's a little further down and everything looks nice and spaced evenly. I need one more photo, so I go back to my Google search and see if I can find something a little bit different than that one. So I'll copy that one. I'm going to use the command function because that just puts it wherever, and then I can move it over here. You'll notice these red lines that pop up on your slide as you move pictures around. That's to help you align your slides with other slides that may be on the presentation. So you'll see here that one came across the bottom and matches up with the other picture, and now I know that these are sitting on the same line, and that'll help them be a little more lined up. If you don't like the way something looks, you can always slide this over a little bit. It's going to make it a little bit different shape, but it looks a little more well placed and keeps the introduction part of the slide looking centered. And the last thing I need to do is check everything, and then I'm going to do my background color. You can choose different colors if you want for each slide. Just again, keep those neutral. I personally just like the blue, so I'm going to stick with the blue. Done. And there is my second slide. In paragraph form, I'm going to check my check sheet. I put a hook. I describe the disease. It's in paragraph form with 4 sentences minimum. I said what the subtopics would be, and I put my 2 graphics. So I'm going to highlight all of those things on my checklist because I'm trying to earn my extra 5 points. So hopefully this video helped you once again know what steps to take to create your introductory paragraph and to form a really good first sentence that is supposed to be a very interesting, maybe shocking or provocative introduction sentence. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you have 2 slides done very shortly now that you've watched these 2 videos.